we come across the public smiling man, as he wrote about himself. Not only that, but the senator in the Irish Free State, the Nobel laureate for literature, as he visits Dublin's Municipal Gallery and contemplates there the portraits of his friends and collaborators, those who had contributed so much to the accomplishment of his quest. Now, the Municipal Gallery is a very, very quiet place, so I'm afraid with the background music, you're just going to have to imagine it. Around me, the images of 30 years. This is not, I say, the dead Ireland of my youth, but an Ireland the poets have imagined, terrible and gay. John Synge and Augusta Gregory and I had thought that all that we said and sang must come from contact with the soil. From that contact, everything Antaeus-like grew strong. We three alone in modern times had brought everything down to that soul test again. Dream of the noble and the beggar man. You that would judge me, do not judge alone this book or that, but come to this hallowed place where my friends' portraits hang, and look thereon. Ireland's history in their lineaments trace. Ask where man's glory most begins and ends, and say, my glory was, I had such friends. While serving as a senator, the poet was asked one day by the Irish film censor if he would kindly view and give his opinion on a film of somewhat dodgy character, not suitable for viewing in Catholic Ireland. Of course, Yeats agreed, and after the viewing in the lobby, he held forth for a full 15 minutes on the artistic and otherwise moral merits of the film. The censor hung on every word, while in the background, the caretaker clicked his keys, hinting that it was time to go home. When at last Yeats fell silent, the caretaker stepped forward and said, "Mr. Yeats, you took the very words out of me mouth." Never one to neglect an opportunity to influence things, or never one to take an unquestioning and comfortable position. In the Senate, Yeats was rigorous in his opposition to the idea, to any vestige of the idea, that either state or church should tell people how to think. He espoused the cause of the Catholic peasantry who were now in recovery after lifetimes of dispossession and deprivation. But he also was loyal to the Protestant minority who sought liberty of the individual conscience. These conflicting conversations in Ireland at the time. He declared, "You can both revel and celebrate your differences at a personal level." Enter Plato's ghost. His chosen comrades thought at school he must grow a famous man. He thought the same and lived by rule, all his 20s crammed with toil. What then, sang Plato's ghost? What then? Everything he wrote was read. After certain years he gained sufficient money for his need. Friends that were friends indeed. What then, sang Plato's ghost? What then? All his happier dreams came true. A small old house, wife, daughter, son, grounds where plum and cabbage grew, poets and wits about him drew. What then, sang Plato's ghost? What then? The work is done. Grown old, he thought, according to my boyish plan. Let the fools rage. I swerved in naught, something to perfection brought. But louder sang that ghost. What then?